not gonna do your little sing-songy thing?
No, because you complained about it. So, welcome to the National Meat Treasure Podcast with your host,
The host, what, John?
Tropical
Gold
Justin.
Roger, nigga? Whose voice is that?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out what the cadence is, and you make fun of them. So, you know what? This is what you get today. This is you get what you deserve.
Maybe when I get these CBD cigarettes in the mail, I'll smoke them and think you're hilarious.
That's definitely what it is, though.
I'm waiting for you.
So, what? Wait, what? How long? What? Sorry. That was hitting a lot hotter than I wanted it to. But seriously, where? So you got some CBD cigarettes? You haven't tried them though. It hasn't. You haven't.
No, that's the one I'm not gonna. Well, actually, does my code work? I don't know. Well,
it does. I tried it out.
Oh, it works because they don't cash me out until like the end of the month, so I have no idea if it works or not. But yeah, advance-global.com, code TCL20 for 20% off your order. I'm working with that brand. Haven't tried this shit yet, but they can't hear this, so whatever. But yeah, they're sending me some shit.
Maybe they can. No, I'm curious to try it also because what did you end up going with? Just the regular CBD cigarette?
Yeah, the Delta 8 or whatever. It's supposed to be like
Oh yeah, diet weed. It's Odoids. It's real Odoids.
Well,
you remember that skit?
I don't.
It's Dave Chappelle. Chappelle Show.
Oh wow!
It's
you
the Odoids.
Throwback Chappelle Show reference.
Because that's all I spend my
Is that
time.
fatherhood is for you? Just watching Dave Chappelle skits until your children fall asleep.
Well, mostly I get yelled at by my wife because after the first, after like 2 minutes of hearing Dave Chappelle, I think she's had enough. Especially like that pop copy episode. Are you the manager? Yeah, I'm the fucking manager. B, what's up? Like,
That was a favorite.
Jody heard that and she was just like, "Can you not put that around our children right now?" I was like,
Dude,
"They need to know how to deal with a real life situation."
Parents
and
out
I think
there,
pop copy.
For all the parents out there, don't worry about your kids hearing curses and because guess what? All right, so I was on my kid's TikTok the other day, like not her account, just on her phone. Not the other day, but like last time I saw her, I was on her phone, and I'm realizing that like obviously her feed is a little more childish than mine, but like
Sure.
they don't censor any like the sounds on TikTok, so she's hearing all the Megan Thee Stallion. Angelina chicken ass and that hot shit. She's like, and you know what's funny about my kid too? I'll curse in front of my kid all the time because I don't care. And she'll be like, "Can you not use language like that?" I'm like,
"Oh, dude, Jackson's at that point where he calls us out for every bad word. That's a bad word, Dad." I was like, "Yeah, it is." So
yeah, it fucking is, and I pay the bills. How about that?
Mind your fucking business. No, seriously, he calls me out. It's bullshit. I didn't raise him to do that shit. Now I got a snitch on my hands.
Yeah. When did you start cursing? Because I remember my generation, or at least my parents, or my parents, they were like, "Don't use those words." And I remember I got to I remember the first time I heard casual cursing. What grade was I in? I want to say 4th grade or 3rd grade. And there was this kid who literally looked like was like Spike or something from fucking Toy Story. The kid with the fucking shirt that would make his sister bullshit.
Definitely.
He looked exactly like that. Like buzz cut, the braces. He was some Staten Island fucking Italian little fucking just Dennis the Menace. And I remember he said...
They usually are.
He said fuck at recess. And I looked at him like... Who the fuck is this nigga? Like, this is a goddamn criminal.
Exactly. Lock him up, god damn it.
There's no way he didn't, start doing that.
He's definitely in jail. You don't start doing that at school. But you know what it is? I see kids now, and I feel like they're cursing way younger than I remember being able to, like, there's something in your brain that switches on and off for that. Because I remember getting detention for saying sexy like a Pepsi. Not to anyone.
Who did you say this to?
I just wanted to say that stupid word, sexy, and I thought that maybe I could get away with it if I put Pepsi in it. I didn't. Not at all. I got in trouble.
Who'd you say it to though?
So
Like, just in
I was said it to like my group of friends, and like that's all I said it. Like I don't
there
know.
was no
man.
context. You're just
No context. I was like 7. What the fuck context do I need? Like, do I need to like dive further into like human dialogue between one another and deep connect? No, I said sexy like a Pepsi. God damn it. So yeah, that was my whole thing, and I said it, and I got fucking in trouble. So like I don't like I remember feeling like saying fuck around my mom, and I was like 18, and I flinched. Like oh shit!
I don't think I mean I haven't,
what the fuck did I
I
just do?
haven't spoken to my mom in many years, but I don't think I've ever cursed in front of her in person. I should. I would like to, but I never crossed that boundary. Although my mom, so I remember she would not let me forget this. The most fucked up thing she thinks that I said to her. I remember she was like coming at me for something. I was 14, I think, or 15. And it was that age where I realized, oh shit, I'm way fucking taller than you. My mom was like 5'5". Like maybe 5'5". And I remember the one day she like went to swing on me, and I grabbed her hand, and I go, what are you doing? I could kill you barehanded. And I like like flung her back. And she's like, how dare you say that to me? I was like, you were just gonna beat my ass, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
That's a strong threat, though. We got.
I mean, but it's true. Like, it's a
did
fact.
you
Like, at this point, I was lifting weights too.
It is
like,
a fact.
I was
It is a
diesel,
fact.
a little 14, 15-year-old, 5'10" at the time, or maybe like 5'8". Like,
That's I get it. Because sometimes you just gotta let them know. I think what it is like with my mom. I never really crossed anything like that. But what happened? And I remember specifically. So, like just corporal punishment, right? Like my mom would just wail on me. And one time she broke out the broom, and she was just pissed off. I don't know what I did. I think I might have falsified a report card. Minor shit. Yeah, so she fucking took a broom, and I put my arm up, and it broke. I didn't feel anything, but the piece that broke went back into her face. And after that, like, she was just like, she just gave up trying to, like, hurt me. And I think I was, like, 15, 16. Like, she was just like, okay, like, it doesn't, he can kill me barehanded.
so, I know it's hard to imagine now, but would you ever hit Jackson?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be real. I don't think so. I mean, there's definitely, like, situations where I think maybe, like, there's a part of you that kind of, like, loses it. Like, like, if he pulled something, like, pretty stupid. But I also think, like, just, like, because of all the stuff that I kind of went through, and like how it's still kind of fucking with me, like I don't think I could do it. Like unless like I don't know, like he becomes Charles Manson. Like, that's my marker for like how bad you are. Like
I don't know much about Charles Manson.
He should definitely should.
I don't know. I feel like
that was somebody who needed their ass whooped. He probably did get his ass whooped, but he just talks so much good shit that people just loved it. Can we talk about that? What is the segment of our population that is absolutely obsessed with serial killers, and why?
Oh, first of all,
why do we need to give them?
It's
platforms?
white people, and they're genetically mutated. I'm dead ass. Like white. Like if you ever like really sat and think about the shit that, for real though, like really sit down and think about white people shit, especially us. We're. Dude. Black and Hispanic, we were very into white people shit for a very long time. How fucking weird is it? Like, think about it. Fucking heavy metal is just screaming, really.
See, the thing is like that. So I totally agree with you on that. There's something about I guess because like American culture is so intertwined with white, like I don't know, Anglo like culture as well, like where. I kind of like tend to forget that they sometimes they can't be entirely separated, right? Just like but that there's another side of that coin, right? So now, because I guess in the time that we are, those stories change, right? So now it's like the uniquely American story has changed in the last 20 years, right? So it's completely different in that regard. But I agree with you. Like we grew up like in early 2000s, late 90s, like going to like Hot Topic, like going to all these fucking ridiculous places. We used to go to hang out in St. Mark's, go to Trash and Vaudeville, R.I.P. Go to all these stupid places that like nothing I would ever fucking wear. But some reason I was still like attracted to those things. But I think it's just because what I was growing up with felt so normal, and I think like especially like growing up in the city, right? Like you go to like an inner city high school or middle school where people are not listening to fucking dudes yell into a microphone all day. So they do look at you fucking weird. But I don't know, what is that? Like, cause that's a weird like psychological trip, right? Like you want to rebel against what your parents are kind of showing you, but it's kind of also something that's accepted in different cultures. Like, growing up with like in a mixed school, I had girls that were coming in from the Bronx, like what's that area? By like Parkchester, right? And but also going to school with girls that were like in no name like Queens, and they're practicing Wiccans. I don't understand. But I don't understand any of it. So I think that's why my whole personality is this like just mishmash of like shit that I grew up watching. Like, yeah, I was totally into. I'm not gonna say her name, but we'll call her Becky. Like, I was totally into Becky being a fucking Wiccan. I was fucking into that. But I also was totally into like my friend like Yanady, who had huge tits and was all about reggaeton. Like, so that I was trying to find some medium to go between both. Like, yeah, baby, I really love Aventura. But yeah, baby, have you heard that new?
I think we might have lived the same life because I was actually
like,
just telling somebody the other day that like
I'm
high
always
school,
trying to.
I
I think
wear...
that might be something.
All right,
for me
give me
explore.
my classic fit, right? I'd have like the Echo jeans on, okay, Slipknot t-shirt with the FUBU Slipknot t-shirt over a FUBU long sleeve that said FUBU on the sleeve, and then I would have black Converses on, and I would have one with red laces and one with skull laces.
Bro. Yeah.
Truly classic fit.
Oh man, you know what? I'm buying that. I'm buying that 100%. I need that. I need that in my life again because you know what? I'll reveal.
I'm gonna stop right
I
there
was not different. I was wearing fucking pleather pants because apparently I was really into the Undertaker at one point. And I was also wearing...
Exactly. This is like pre-Amazon, so you had to like search for that, like in real life.
Listen, man, I was a teenager, so not a man at all. Like I was like 14.
We must have went to different Hot Topics.
Oh, Hot Topic, dude. You just go to like they had it all. Like for some reason in the clearance section. Oh no, I'm pretty sure we went to the same one because it was either Roosevelt Field or Queen Center Mall.
Oh, you are so pleather. Your nuts
but Roosevelt
are dripping.
Field is older, so they've had a Hot Topic for a long time. Yeah, I do miss those days. Pleather? Oh yeah. So I wore that during the summer, and I would wear, those like, I know what I mean, but like when guys like us would be really into anime, and there was like certain shirts.
Oh, those like button-ups
we would all wear, like the dragon,
like it wasn't even like
blue dragon
from an actual anime. They were always just like anime drawn button-up, and the whole button-up was like an anime character on a mountain with like a dragon behind it, and like I wanted one of those drips so bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that, but also, are you ready for it? I had a shirt that was the album
Kiss
cover
of all things.
Dr. Love, calling Dr. Love from Kiss. Of all things, I went outside with that shirt on because my mom liked Kiss. And I was like, well, maybe, I'm going to be into Kiss too. And thank God that did not last all that long. It got buried and shredded pretty quickly. But fuck that, man. Let's go back to your fit, because I want to hear more. Because I remember the fit. The Lot 29 jeans, the Bugs Bunny with your Daffy Duck, and Two Peers to Die hoodie.
I mean, honestly, am I dressed any better today? Though I'm wearing a
aesthetic
security
in your
work shirt
teens.
that I cropped.
Late teens, pardon.
And black skinny jeans, and not wearing Converse, but I am wearing Vans. Same thing. I do wear Converse every day at this point, though. Are Crocs really that valid? I've never owned a pair of Crocs.
Bro, I'm wearing Crocs. I can't talk shit. I'm wearing Crocs at the moment. They're so valid. Did I tell you about this? I'm sorry, Joni. I love you. They give you the extra grip that you need when you're having sex in places that you need to be having, and the right amount of height. It's the perfect like in the house shoe. Like if you're just like chilling around. But I won't wear them like to a store because that's where I draw the line. But but I will wear them at home all day. Like it's just one of those things. Like you can go out to I go out to my patio, go out to the deck, go take out the trash, just hang around the house, and they're comfortable as fuck. And they,
if they're just house shoes, I'm gonna just stick to my Nike.
Even
slides.
if you get one of those knockoff ones from like
two
Walmart,
pairs, Nike SB slides. I'm not sponsored. I don't know what it is about the SB ones, the skateboard. Like they're so much softer. I can't even find them anymore. But like those things, like walking on a cloud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I feel about my Crocs. They're really awesome, and I guess just like the fact that like I can go. This is some fucking like, what would I say? Like suburban dad shit to say, but really I enjoy being able to go and mow the lawn and like not change red shoes and just wash them. If they get wet, wash them off, let them get dry. Like I like that ability, so. I totally want that, but you know what? I saw. Speaking of like Vans and Crocs,
who needed that collab? No one. Did anyone ask for that collab? You need to
Nobody.
Some fucking drugs,
but I want it, and I'm totally gonna buy it because that's the unnecessary purchase.
I can't wait till your children leave the home and. You and I and Joey can finally indulge in some weird drug shit.
We always need.
Because I was thinking about this the other day. It's like,
I get to experiment with shit all day.
Oh yeah, some
just
peyote.
Like tripping on acid all day and shroom tea and fucking ayahuasca. I want to do ayahuasca. That's the shit I want to do. I want to trip on fucking like some peyote.
Dude, I can't
real
wait till
peyote,
your children
or like
go off to
lick
college.
Some kind of like fucking frog.
See, I was thinking about this the other day, right? So you're.
Yeah,
like
I'm all
wholesome dad, and I'm like debaucherous single whore guy, right? But see, here's the thing, right? I feel like you were way nastier back in the day. Like before you got with Joni, you were the nasty nigga of the crew. Like, I was just regular. I was the regular single guy. You were the. I was doing like the nasty shit I did to survive, bro. I was homeless. I did nasty shit to get a meal, but I think I was more wholesome than you.
I need this crunch wrap. I need this goddamn crunch wrap. There's more protein per square inch in that crunch wrap.
Whore.
Yeah, that was literally like an excerpt of one of your conversations with me when we were that young.
But I feel like here's the thing. Like I'm only nasty.
I was, and you know what? Sometimes
really. I'm the wholesome one, really. I just haven't found that right person. Thought I did, and that didn't work out. But I think I've only developed this nasty, debaucherous personality after years of it just working for me as far as survival goes. But I feel like you grew into wholesome. But I feel like. That nasty, like you had back in the day, you had a place to sleep and you were still a nasty nigga. So like, I feel like it's gonna come back around.
Yeah, I had to grow into wholesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's just because that's who I am. It is going to come full circle, and once we're all
Joni's gonna
comfortable
peg you. I'm
and
gonna watch
I don't have to
while
worry
I'm on
about a
hold.
kid walking in and everything. But fuck it, man. You got to live your life. No, that is not the season finale. That is not the season finale. That is not at all, dude. You know how many times my own wife tries to like, what if you do like something like that? I'm like, I'm, I'm pretty sure I figured out most of what I like right now. That's not ever been on the table for me. And it's not because like maybe like
No, I
no,
think you would
I'm
because
I'm a thing. I'm a thing, but
no, I was having a
it's a
conversation
little
with a woman the
intimidating
other
if I'm gonna be
day,
real. I've seen
and
all
she was
those.
saying how
Nope.
like
No, thank you.
something, what was it? It was something about like what is it with dudes where like, or we're talking about post nut clarity, and she was like how she never like sucks a dude off to finish because she knows that like she's not gonna get hers. And I'm like, all right, but like, do you like? And that's cool if you're playing that move with dudes you're just like randomly sleeping with or whatever. But like, if that's your man, like, we don't get many opportunities to just like nut and not have to do anything. And I feel like if you're getting pegged, that like adds to the repertoire. So if a girl's sucking you off to finish and expects nothing in return, like how often does that happen for you ever?
It's a nice thing
Even
to
as a
do.
married man. Suck to finish, and then like your wife just leaves the room and says, nap it up if you want to. The fact that you're taking this long to think
to
about
finish.
it already means it's not enough.
I'm being fair. I do get that, and for some reason, that's something that like I've always been good about getting. Sometimes, like for some reason,
This member
is just more
suckable.
suckable.
So in
to
your
other
life, you've
people,
encountered
and
many women who just want to suck you off.
it's just what it is.
And this is exactly what I'm talking
I don't
about,
know.
with you being more debaucherous than me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ask Danny. Ask Danny, and that's the thing. Like he would like get like just not understand it, and like it would happen. He's like, "What?" Shit. I was like, "Yeah, like it's fun, right?" Like I don't know. I've been blessed in those days. But no, seriously. So not now
no,
as
I'm
much
not saying
because
they don't.
reality's
I'm
reality.
saying like,
and
I've had
women
moments where like
obviously
I got the
deserve to
girl
come
off
during
and
sex.
I didn't expect
like
much in
it's
return
not
because
like
I feel like
I'm
a male
selfish
orgasm is
lover.
like not that crazy. But like, just like here's the thing with me, it's like it's either the nut and the work is great, but sometimes I just like the nut. You know what I mean? Just like, and like a girl can like be laying flat, like just on her knees, on her back, just getting it, never have to be on top the whole time and nut. And then I'm just
I feel
like,
you.
I know, but it's like, damn, like at what cost? Like my heart rate is up. Like, I mean, like sometimes you just want to get, your pole smoked and then move on with your day. And I feel like I don't get that.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I
work,
feel like I count on
bro.
one hand the amount of times that's
Bro.
happened in my life. Knowing how much sex I've
Yeah,
had in
you
my
know
life.
what?
But it's definitely not one hand, but it's definitely
Well,
like
see that's
nominally less than like the full sexual experience.
that's a sad thing. I'm sorry. Like I wish that was. I would say at least with my personal life, it's not bad. It's a pretty good batting average for that. But it's also fun for me. Like I feel like Santa Claus. Like I think about the gift of giving. And it's better that way.
Of course,
I
like
like
everyone's
it.
different.
That's
Of
how
course, I like to
get
get sucked off and
my
have the girl
own,
leave the room entirely.
but,
Yeah, like you said that as if like that's like an interesting thing about you. Like it's not many people like that, Not many people enjoy getting down in that way.
yeah.
Also,
Not a
since
lot of
I'm going to
people.
dice up just this part
You
into
know
a
what?
TikTok to ask
I'm
the
just
ladies, like,
one of a kind guy.
have you
Like,
sucked off a guy to completion
and that's
then just
that's how you
left?
manipulate
Like,
somebody
is that a
into giving you
thing
what they
y'all
want.
like doing? My TikTok is mostly. Oh, by the way, let's talk business over this call. I did make us a National Treasure Instagram and TikTok. I just haven't put anything on it yet. And also, I don't have the passwords because they didn't save to my phone automatically. That's why I haven't shared it with you.
Oh, cool.
And we still got to figure out how to get
I was
this
gonna
bad
talk to
boy
you
on
about that
Apple.
also.
Still working that out.
I wanted to set up more of the other socials, but that's what's coming next, guys.
I love how you're just shaking a cup of ice.
I figured out how to get fatherhood completely because I didn't have it on there. So
You
I'll
are
definitely
just
work with that. So
all types of noises. It's these are the ghosts of women who.
Oh shit! Somebody just dropped. Yep. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Cash
wondering
App
at
me,
what point
bro.
it doesn't pick up.
I'm
what
probably gonna
saying,
drop my Cash App on
and
every
you heard
episode
that.
until I don't have to work anymore.
Cash
So
App.
$sign TROPJ for anyone listening.
Yeah, for real. Sure. We need that all the time. Maybe we should just flash that across the screen now. Now that we got the video quality at a better place, because I was really upset with last week. I'm glad I fixed whatever was going on. But I feel overall more confident, and I feel like today's a good day. Might be the weed, but you know, thinking about things. We always talk about stuff I watch. I got a few recommendations. Really good
I don't watch
recommendations.
anything
Actually.
anymore. I just edit this and go to work and go to
Okay,
the gym.
it's not that weird this time. So, Fear Street. Have you watched Fear Street? 1994. I think it just came out. Oh, okay, that's fine. Eat Cheeto and lie. But Fear Street 1994. It's R.L. Stein's it was his more mature writing. It wasn't fucking Goosebumps essentially. But I actually just caught 20 minutes of it while I was waiting for everything, and it's really good so far. I was actually really impressed. And the other one is Hacks, which is everywhere right now. I think everyone's starting to realize how fucking awesome it is. If you like comedy, if you just like good writing, if you just like really fucking good scenes, scene settings, they take advantage of Las Vegas or wherever they're shooting really well because they use it as a set piece.
All I want to hear about is my riches. Like I said, we're breaking a vow, dude. Now we're sitting on the pod. I will not be working a regular ass job in 300. No, what did I say?
Sorry,
what day did I make this vow? I want to say July 1st. So let's say as of next July 1st, all of my income will be from the internet because your boy cannot do these 8, 10, 11-hour days anymore. Okay. I would like to watch things too.
Okay. It's taxing. It's taxing too. It's you work a very physical job, and for all the other people that do, that fucking sucks, man. Eat the rich. Let's find a way to just seize the means of production. Dustbin thing. No, we're definitely gonna get flagged for some extremist group. Did you hear about this? Facebook is starting to flag certain people or that they might be being influenced by extremist content. So it actually will tell them hey, listen.
Well, that's the thing about Facebook though. Is that is true that they're telling people to get the fuck off.
It seems you like too many.
They're the ones who curate the shit you see.
Too many white nationalist
videos.
If
you have the exact same friends.
No, thank you.
You and I are still both seeing different feeds based on where we live, what we believe in, what we Google. So why the fuck would also why is Facebook not dead yet? I do not understand how it's still going and making money. I have a Facebook. Completely. I haven't posted anything in years. I just use it to keep up with people who refuse to get on Instagram and TikTok at this point. But
it is it's still a marketplace, and I think that's why it's still alive, because it's a very viable one, and it's an American product, right? So we're in America dealing with an American digital product that is in itself its own. I mean, it's a completely free service that you can get, right? that can absolutely curate the best marketing, like fucking algorithms to connect you with the shit that you actually want. Which sometimes it fucking works. But I'll say this on the podcast. So Ruggables are really cool rugs.
Well, first of all,
that you can wash.
you need to
And
start
anytime I've ever
emailing
mentioned
these
that,
brands and companies
for some reason,
and getting a deal before you
you'll get
mention them on
an
the
ad
podcast
for
for free. Like,
I don't know if they have some. It's totally for free. But no, seriously, man, it's a wild thing. Like, so now they're flagging those kind of things, and that's hysterical because I don't know. I mean, like, I haven't gotten a warning, which I'm kind of happy. But a lot of people I know are definitely getting the warnings. And it's a funny ass thing. Seriously, it's I don't know where we live in that, like, some like giant like tech company can kind of say,
oh yeah, we've been close, and that's
can also
why.
like
Let me tell you.
I don't know. It's a
Let
really
me say something
fucked
about me,
up
bro.
thing.
All right,
Like,
people.
I don't know. I
they
didn't
don't
know we were
me, they
gonna
don't
get so
understand
close
me.
to the apocalypse
And
and so soon.
You know what it is with me? I was telling somebody this the other day. I'm a creature of just like base instincts, right? And Rona made that deeper. Like, I just want to fuck. I just want to fucking be in the sun. I want to work out. I want to swim. I want to be by water. And I don't care about really anything else. And that's a lot of reasons why I want to like stop working a regular job, because I hate that I'm producing nothing for no one, all the time.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, people will like look at me strange for that a lot of the time, because like I don't care about so many of this world's issues, and it's like, why do you care? Like, none of us, we should all be eating fruit naked on the beach right now. Capitalism is destroying us. Instead, you're talking to me about, well, I don't know if the vaccine works or not. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Please be dead. And you know what? I was having a conversation with somebody about this, and they're like, how I like want to go back to the caveman days. And this dude was like, yeah, I don't really want to go back to like, dying at 25, being, gored by a bull.
I wish we
And I'm
were
like,
eating fruit.
why the fuck not? You want to work till you're 70? Because and this is my like last job where we're working like 62 hours a week. So like 62, 72 hours a week. So like, you ain't. I would have rather died at 24 than be here. So now I'm just trying to work my way out of being here. So I don't know. Bring on the. If I had spent the first 24 years of my life, sucking mermaid titties and whatever the fuck else is out there in nature, I'd be totally fine with dying at 24.
And here's my brain, right? Like, what if we get to that kind of future where, like, Mr. Robot, right? Where there's some kind of thing that happens that wipes away all debt for everyone in the entire world and resets literally everything on a financial scale.
Well, do you think?
Right?
I mean, that's coming, bro.
So, like,
have you been on TikTok, bro?
states,
Like, these kids don't work. They are all on OnlyFans.
Everything's gone.
And like every year, if you
What would
notice,
you
like
do?
I saw some girl on TikTok the other day. She had like an OnlyFans. I don't know how much her OnlyFans makes, obviously, because they don't tell you that. But I was like on her TikTok, and she had like 500,000 followers, and she was 20 and had an OnlyFans. So I'm thinking like, you think if like even if 1% of those people are signing up for her OnlyFans,
Yeah.
that's income more than I make right now.
Shit. I mean, I think that's the amazing thing. Like, certain people, like, especially when they understand how to make the content that they make the content, right? Like, there's like people on TikTok well over like 1 million subscribers who have OnlyFans. Like you're right. Like, even if a person, 1% of those people decided to subscribe to her
Exactly.
OnlyFans,
So
and at
we
whatever
talk about
price
using
that
the
she
means
says.
of production.
Like, I mean, that's fucking.
These 20-year-olds
and
are the
these
means
are
of production.
young
They're the
people.
ones that
Like,
work the
not
low-level
anyone
jobs
who's
that
even
produce all the
near
crap we
mid-
use every day,
mid-
the
not even
essential
near their
workers.
30s.
And now they don't want to be that because they can make ASMR videos and fucking whatever the fuck else. So I feel like here's the thing. I feel like that floor of like content making for money is going to drop very soon, because there are kids making a lot of money for very little work, and I feel like there's going to be some way to like, Dude, are you prepared for the apocalypse? Because it's 30, 40 years out, I think. I think 30, 40 years out, all finances will just fall out from under us, and we will have to go back to dwelling in caves.
I think it's pretty close, yeah. You're right. I think you're absolutely right. Because I as much as I want to be optimistic, it's definitely coming sooner than we think. And like we're so close to the brink. Like literally this past year proved that. Like there was like really what 30 days, 40 days that really seized all like movement, right? So restriction of travel, restriction of vehicles, restriction of people. Like you couldn't do certain things. And that 30, 40 days is going to reverberate for like 10 years. Like, it's like, so you can't think that like, if 30 days felt like the brink, what would happen if we had something that did 6 months, a year? What would it absolutely do? It would change, like, maybe we're better prepared for it now, which is awesome. But I think realistically, we're always that close. Like, it's never that far, and that's why I'm a nihilist.
It's
and
so
people think I'm such
it's
a
like
wholesome
prosciutto.
Because I just think this shit over. Like, what if the fabric of humanity is so delicate? That's really what it is. It's like finely shaved prosciutto from your delicatessen, salumeria, if you will. No, seriously, man, it's just one of those things. Like, it bums me out.
Dying is you gotta have a plan.
It's easy. Like,
and dying
you
is
gotta
also a
have some kind of
plan.
weird plan. And,
I mean,
and dying is a plan
die.
also. Let's.
What kind of apocalypse? All right, so somebody asked me this question.
Okay, seriously.
They gave me a situation.
If there's
what
a zombie apocalypse that happens
would
today,
you best survive in? All right, there's zombie.
how many of you make it out?
Climate apocalypse. There's nuclear apocalypse, and what was the other one? Or was there just those three? Yeah, zombie, climate, and nuclear. Which one would you best survive?
I don't know, man. Because each one has its own implications, right? So, like, if you had nuclear, I have a little kid. And two little kids. Being in the basement for an extended period of time and not having space could definitely drive me crazy and make me want to just like climb up the walls. But zombie. And what was the other one?
Climate. You think you'd best survive
climate is weird because
so basically tornadoes, floods, and like 105-degree weather everywhere you go.
Okay, I'll say climate
and blizzard. Yes. Tsunamis, and when I say tsunami, I mean like you have to be like
and blizzards,
10 miles above sea level to like
So
survive.
And
so you're basically
tsunamis.
So you're climbing mountains in this.
150,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think I could do that. That's the one thing I think I'm confident in is that like my kid and my wife, I'll at least if we can talk to each other, we'll get through it. Now zombies, we're not fast people, so if we have fast zombies, we're fucked.
You know what I always wonder about fast zombies?
Maybe, but that's gonna be fucking hard. Like no matter what.
About fast zombies,
maybe
right?
they could live in that world where I just teach them how to.
You know, I was talking to Tubby earlier about back issues and my neck issues, and I was like, damn, we were just like deteriorating. You know, just age. You get older, things happen to you, and you just start to deteriorate. Mm-hmm. How the fuck are zombies fast? Like. As a country, because all these zombie movies, like they take place in America, the fattest fucking country in the world. Yet you never see fat zombies. And like if I tried to run at the speed of like a Resident Evil movie zombie, my fucking torso would fucking fly out of my fucking skin. So how the fuck do fast zombies not like I can see you being fast as a human man, fast for like 10, 15 minutes before like. Like there's like these. I have calluses on my feet from just walking a lot, so I can't see myself as a fast zombie like eating people. I think I'd get a couple miles in of speed before my feet just kind of deteriorate under me. I don't understand how fast zombies work.
Mm-hmm. You know, you that's a good point. That's something I've never thought about. The fact that like you're talking about a system that's going to rely on like muscle, right? Like even if like you expel anything magical,
Yeah, they're
right,
already
that's
rotting,
happening,
and now they're running
and it's just
super
out of the
fast. Like,
realm
how are
of,
your limbs
you know,
not
like
just
the
flying
suspension
up?
of just
I feel like if you
moving.
like,
But that's a good point. Like the fact that
I
it
feel
would
like
just
slow
deteriorate.
zombies would be a
Like,
little more fun.
they're already deteriorating
Because
and anything
if
that
you're like one of the last people in your area, eventually all the zombies will figure out where the fuck you are. And although they're slow, you don't really have anywhere else to go against thousands of zombies.
yeah, I think that's where it.
Yes. Reddit?
So,
No, I've seen the movie.
the only other type of zombie. Now this is my weirdo self. You ever read I Am Legend? Okay. Uh, okay. So the movie and the book have like little to do with each other besides like the names. But there is a type of zombie that lives that they're more like vampires. You know, where essentially it's um, something in the air that started to change people and make them feed on each other and not being able to go outside at certain times. So there was like a certain type of like vampire that was starting to lose its mind and was like behaving like a zombie. Now that's terrifying because like literally what they did in that book was like it'd be the same group coming to that door every night.
What's your favorite
and just,
iteration
like,
of vampire?
Like,
Because like vampires have
that's
different like
fucked up.
looks and different
I
powers and
wouldn't
like
survive
every
that too long.
piece of medium
Like,
you see them in.
fresh,
Somebody asked me
man.
this the
Like,
other day.
you know
Which is
what,
what
man?
I'm going to go with.
You
My
got it.
favorite vampire iteration is all right. Top three. There's Dracula and Dracula 2000.
That's an
'Cause
interesting.
he's just like literally he comes back and he's like, wow, I'm fucking everybody. And he just like hypnotizes bitches into having orgies. Like how is that? Like you've been undead for like a minute and like that's your first move. Hilarious. Second is
yeah, literally.
Castlevania Netflix Dracula
That-
because
fantastic.
he's like. So he's got like basically the full powers of Satan on his side. I don't know. He's basically like, I'm going to destroy the entire world because you fuck with my bitch. Like that's the energy that I have.
Alucard. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, and I will burn this earth
That is
if I have
that's
to for your
dedication,
love.
romance, and that tells you
And
everything.
my
you need
third
to be
favorite,
told
and this
about
is just
Jeff.
really about
He's
looks
passionate,
and the
he's
setting
kinda
they were
psychotic,
in.
He will love you till
But
the end.
30 Days of Night,
Um,
those vampires were very sexy vampires, and you can't remember half the characters of vampires. Yeah, 30 Days of Night. You remember? It's the movie about they're in like Alaska.
I
or
don't
some shit.
remember that
Huh?
movie, but I remember watching.
No,
it,
it's
I
the
just
other
can't
white
remember
guy.
What you're talking about at all.
Fuck. He was just like he's also in that movie 40 Days and Nights.
Jake Gyllenhaal, right? Is it Jake Gyllenhaal? The other white guy. That helps.
Yeah, those vampires are very sexy. Since you're gonna look it up, those vampires are very sexy. And just the premise is
I'm gonna have
like
to look it up because I really don't remember. Actually,
they're just very
I don't care what you
watch
say.
that movie
We're gonna
tonight
look
since
that
you
up.
got time
But
to
we'll
watch
keep
it,
talking
motherfucker.
about it because that's appropriate.
Watch that. It's just a good movie. They're just very cool vampires living their best life.
Yeah.
I mean, in the setting, it's sexy.
Oh, okay. This is in
I feel like
2017.
they're sexy, scary. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah,
like when you see a
they're
hot guy
kinda
brooding. You
scary.
know, like,
I don't want to be scary, man. I would. I don't know, man. I'm not. Yeah, it's very brutish and like definitely. You know what? So like I think my type of vampire is gonna be like the Anne Rice kind of type of vampire. So we're talking about Queen of the Damned. We're talking about Vampire Lestat. Like that dude was fucking cool. Um, and then technically typo negative is a vampire. No, no. What would I say? I really like that I Am Legend Vampire because
Daybreaker.
like
Oh,
there's
that's
so
the
many
well,
cool
fuck,
things about it, like
that's on
the
the
way
tip
they
of my
kind of
tongue. I don't remember
explain
that. I'm not gonna look it up.
all
But
the tropes of the vampire, and I would say Daybreakers. That's fucking dope. That kind of vampire, just yeah. It's a really good one, and it's one of those films that kind of like changed the way people thought about vampires. Like it like started this whole kind of world, and I don't know. It's one of my favorite films for different. Speaking about like weird films, I was watching Wang. Shout out to the boy. Um, he reviewed Ricky O. So if that's a recommendation out there for you, like even if you don't have too much time, it's not long.
and
It's
when
one of the
you
most
reviewed the producer
ridiculous
or
films out
director,
there, and it's all about the whole film is essentially people killing each other, but in this fantastic way. And no, he does a little series where he it's not little, but he does a series where he reviews basically the film and talks about the kills over the course of the film. So he just
you got time like that? You watching
obviously
movies
poking fun
on
at it because
YouTube?
it is a ridiculous movie. But it's
With
one
your
of those
fucking
things that like
at-home ass job.
it's endearing because like I've watched it's I think it's still on YouTube. So if go look for it.
Must be
Hell yeah,
nice,
man.
motherfucker.
Man, I work from home. Yeah. I can't. What am I supposed to do? Work all day? No, thank you. No, thank you. Bro,
Yeah, I could bust
let's
out some quotes
let's
tonight.
do the
What should I
review.
do tonight, dude?
You know,
What's-
when
what
you
should I
got
put
legs
in the
like
menu?
this, you gotta wear shorts all day. That's what I do. Okay, man. No one's stopping me. What are they gonna do? Put on some pants? I don't know.
Perfect.
By us, we're
It's
having
in,
like
like,
a really terrible storm.
95,
So it's
clear
like,
sky.
nasty, and everyone's like desperately
Yeah,
trying to.
I should go to Southwest.
blow
Southwest
up
Detroit is
fireworks,
supposed to be
so-
like a bunch of
I don't know,
Spanish
what's the
clubs,
weather by you?
and I have been getting my reggaeton on at work.
So
All right, so I need to move.
I
these
say
hips.
ride cheeks,
Need to gyrate these things. Oh, did I tell you I did Molly last weekend?
bro.
Yeah, that was. Let me tell you something.
Bro,
that was the
go do
most
it.
wholesome drug use I've
Bro,
ever
go
done in
do
my
it.
life.
You
Let me
need
tell you.
to like.
So me and this joint are
Yeah,
just
you
doing
did.
Molly, and I
You
kind of
told me
went in
you were gonna do it.
apprehensively
That's
because
what
I was like, we're not even doing anything. Like, why are we just gonna sit around and like do drugs? Like, and she's just like, no, it's fine. So I was like, all right, cool. So we're I don't need much. I don't need much convincing. Not at all. Don't need too much convincing. But
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. Yeah. So we just popped some shit, and then
It's fine.
we just started walking around Detroit, and
No,
she's just
it's-
giving me a
it's
whole
not a
history
lot,
lesson
man.
on the
Not at
area
all.
and telling me about
Escape
like why
from
the
reality?
infrastructure for this area is different than this area. And we did this for like 3 hours. Like I walked like 10 miles, high as fuck, and I was just like, "This is really nice. He's showing me everything around here."
That's fire.
So, great friend of mine did that for me. Like I said, very wholesome. The last time I did Molly, I almost had an orgy with rednecks. Did I tell you this?
That's a nice thing.
Yeah, I almost had a.
That's dope.
I almost had a group. All right, so let me
Oh, what?
tell you about that evening. The last time I did Molly.
Hold on. What did you say?
So
An orgy with rednecks?
I'm not gonna say any names here, but so I'm at my homegirl's house in an undisclosed location,
I think I'm gonna take my hat off for this one.
and
guys.
she what happened? So all right, so I went there because I was depressed. Right, let's just start there. I was very depressed. You know, you saw me, lost the love of my life. You know, just out of it, and decided to just go somewhere for New Year's. So I went somewhere, and was hanging out with my friend and her sister. My friend of mine suggests we do Molly, and I'm just like, I'm depressed, so like whatever drugs are on the table, I'm doing them. Like I don't give a fuck. And so we do some Molly, and so my friend's sister, she's a very funny character. Okay, she is like the whitest white person on the planet. Like her whole life is like, you know, just going to work, coming home, watching Grey's Anatomy, wishing she had somebody to cuddle with, you know? So, you know, but when she's on drugs, that whole different personality. Like, as soon as you see those pupils dilate and those blue eyes, like, shit goes off the rails. So, anyways, my friend's sister is high as balls. I'm high as balls. And we start just kind of walking around. It was like we left a party. I don't know what it is about me and walking on Molly. But we're just walking around, exploring the town, like talking shit in the breeze, whatever. And then we're chilling with my homegirl's neighbors. This white redneck couple. And in the middle of the conversation, they're married, right? They're married. In the middle of the conversation, this man just goes, "You got a pretty mouth," to the one girl. And I'm like... And I'm looking at, and I'm about to be like, bro, like you need to calm down. But she's like, well, thank you, like with you know, fucking quarter-sized fucking pupils going on, and then like this guy, by the way, is also on Molly. These neighbors. So you know, long story short, we're walking around back and forth between the party, the streets, smoking cigarettes, talking, chit and chatting, and then this guy goes to the girl, "Hey, do you want to see like my wife's bedroom? We just like remodeled." And she's like, "Sure." And I'm thinking, all right, you're gonna get fucked. Let me just walk out of the situation, right? She grabs me by the hand and says, "Yeah, come with us." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So I go with them, and you know, long story short, that's the wife starts eating out the girl. They're ready to go, and I'm just kind of there, coherent as hell, off Molly, just like. Not thinking anybody in this couple here is attractive, and I'm just like, I whisper in her ear, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a jet. You enjoy yourself," and she's like, "Nah, let me just come first." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I watched that happen, and then we both to going back to the girl finishing off another girl, and then leaving the room. I love how that came full circle.
Hold on. Can I ask a question?
I think he wanted to be. I think that was his intention. I think he wanted just...
Hold on. Why did you not join?
Rednecks, bro.
Why did you not at all? Like, it wasn't like...
Also, like, it's kind of a roll of the dice whether your dick works on Molly or not. So, like... Because sometimes it works way too well, and sometimes it's just not at all.
Why did you start clapping cheeks? You know what? Because life is short,
I don't really know where... My mind was at how the fuck is this happening, and I'm here. I don't know why the fuck this is a thing.
It wasn't? It wasn't? So wouldn't you know?
I wish I had drugs right now. You can't do Molly all the time. I wish you could, but now I'm craving it.
Because drugs. That's how. Because drugs, man. It's always drugs. It's always drugs. That's how you get there. It's not one of those, for sure. Yeah, no, I get that. It's not one of those, though.
The Sunday confessionals. Do we keep the Sunday confessionals in? Because I really just confessed that I have a Molly orgy.
I think we're getting to our mark, and I think that means...
I mean, everything I say on this thing is too candy, so that is my confessional. I almost had an orgy on New Year's off a lot of drugs.
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. I feel you. So maybe we take it out. That's a good one. I'll confess another New Year's one. It was many years ago. I was going to meet up with some chick, and I kept texting her, and I was really into her and whatnot. This is back in the day, so texting costed a lot. And I was like, yo, come through. It's New Year's, and you were there. Everybody was there, and I look cool. I was like, you know what? I feel the coolest I can. And the bitch kept me waiting. And you know what happened? I started making out with multiple people all over that party. And started hooking up with whoever I wanted. And she walked in.
Like, I missed you this day. I wonder what could have been.
Making out with another girl. And she never wanted to talk to me again. And
what year was this?
that fuck you. You took too long. That's nope, nope, not at all. You took too
Yes.
long. Like fuck you. What am I supposed to? It was many years ago. We were at a house party. You remember English Jared?
Who was where was the
I'm sure
location?
he'll never hear this, but he was there, and
Yes, because we were
Leaf
scumbags,
was
yes.
coming in.
I know we were.
Trying to
We're
remember who
scummy
was
street
there.
rats who just
Like
hang out.
the whole
around people's
Bronx
houses. I
was
remember.
there. It was just somebody's random house. You know how we just like ended up going to like random house parties? We were scumbags. Street rats. But yeah, we went there. It was a good time. It was wild. I have no idea. Maybe Rianne, right? Somebody's house that we knew, and they were like, whatever, those kind of house parties. But it was a rare time that the police weren't called. So it was a
Big
good
thing with
party.
you, I was not sipping
And I
Nuvo,
remember
bro.
this is how long ago it was when the Alizé came out.
Well,
I was like,
drunk nights.
when
drunk
Nuvo
nights in
came
my
out.
teens,
You
we don't
remember that?
count them.
That was a
don't
big
count
thing
them
with
at
us. Nuvo throwback. Fuck you! I remember fucking
Nuvo not
feeding
around?
you
I thought Nuvo's
Nuvo,
still
you
around.
motherfucker. That shit was delicious.
You've checked. You've checked. Like you've recently hit the liquor store. Like, damn,
I
where's
miss
my
you,
baby?
Nuvo,
At?
wherever you're at. I hope you come back one day because you were delicious and you were fancy. Nah, Nuvo's not around. Got discontinued. I have. But hold on. If we need to
She's really gonna
if
search.
we need to confirm, that's a good spend time that we can actually spend right here. No, Nuvo's gone.
Well, we know what your
Where
night's
is it?
gonna consist
Nuvo
of.
alcohol. Yeah. Don't you? It was. Wasn't it? What's her name? Holy shit! They actually still sell it. What the fuck? I haven't seen it in years. Hey, yo! I remember that. It's only $20, ladies and gentlemen. If you need something, go get with some Nuvo. Wasn't who was it? Why can't I remember her stupid name now?
No idea. I think who had a
who's
Nuvo
the
sponsorship? I want to say was it Diddy? I don't know.
female rapper. Nicki Minaj.
But
There
since
we go.
our time
Wasn't
is
it, like,
up
her
and
drink
I gotta
for
take a
while?
piss.
Like she had like her body sculpted into it, some shit. I think that was part of the sell. It was somebody ridiculous.
And this is your sign to
that's a good time.
do fucking.
All right,
drugs.
well,
Even though this episode
happy
probably
4th
won't
of
come out
July,
before the
everyone
3
out
weekends
there.
is over,
I
but
hope
do
you
some
blow
drugs
some
and
shit
shit.
up, stop complaining about fireworks, and eat some burgers. Or
Still gonna edit that last episode,
your
but maybe I'll
boss.
drop 2 this weekend. Who knows? We got a drop schedule yet. All right.
Definitely not, but always try to do the drugs. Hey, all right, let's do it. Feeling spicy. All right, bro. You have a good one.